Today, we honor the memory of Nate White, a remarkable young man whose life, though brief, left a lasting impact. Nate was more than a football player. He was a son, a friend, and a beacon of hope for Milwaukee. His sudden passing reminds us how fragile life can be, leaving a silence where his energy once filled the field. We gather not just to mourn, but to celebrate the spirit and promise he brought to everyone around him. Nate's journey was defined by hard work, belief in himself, and the courage to chase his dreams. From Milwaukee's fields to college stadiums, he carried the hopes of his city and inspired all who knew him. His smile and determination lit up every room and every team he joined. As we reflect on his life, we remember the joy he brought and the legacy he leaves behind. This is a story not just of loss, but of a life lived with purpose and heart. Let us come together to honor Nate White and the indelible mark he made on our lives. Nate White's journey began in Milwaukee, where he quickly became a local legend at Rufus King High School. On the field, he was electric, combining speed, power, and agility with relentless work ethic. Nate's senior year was spectacular, 1,345 rushing yards and 26 touchdowns, earning him AP second-team All-State honors. But it was his leadership and humility that truly set him apart. Coaches praised his positive attitude and respect for everyone, making him a role model for younger students. Nate showed that dreams born on Milwaukee's fields could reach the biggest stages. As his high school career ended, he was one of the state's most sought-after recruits. Colleges across the country noticed not just his highlight reels, but his character and drive. His time at Rufus King defined him as both a player and a person. He inspired his community, proving that hard work and heart can open any door. Nate's legacy at Rufus King was more than stats. It was about lifting others up. He left high school as a local hero, ready for the next challenge. His journey was just beginning. Committing to the University of Wisconsin was a dream realized for Nate White. Representing his home state on the Badgers roster, he brought the same drive and enthusiasm that defined his high school days. The transition to Big Ten football was tough, but Nate embraced every challenge, pushing himself and his teammates. He contributed on special teams, in practice, and as a source of energy in the locker room. Coaches and teammates respected his selflessness and positive spirit. Nate's impact went beyond the field. He was a friend to all and a role model in the community. His 2 seasons in Madison were a time of growth, learning, and building lifelong bonds. Though his path would lead elsewhere, he left a lasting impression on the Badgers program. Nate White will always be remembered as a true Badger. In January 2025, Nate White entered the transfer portal, seeking a new opportunity to shine. He chose South Dakota State University, a powerhouse with a winning culture and a place for him to make his mark. The Jackrabbits welcomed him, recognizing his talent and experience from the Big Ten. Nate arrived with renewed purpose, eager to contribute and grow as both a player and a person. His move was a strategic step toward his dreams, and he embraced the challenge with optimism. Friends and family saw his excitement for this new chapter. Tragically, his time at SDSU was cut short before it could truly begin. The promise of what could have been makes his loss even more heartbreaking. Nate's future was bright, and his absence is deeply felt. The news of Nate White's passing struck like a devastating storm, leaving communities in shock and sorrow. In Milwaukee, his hometown, the loss was personal. He was a symbol of hope and perseverance. At Rufus King High School, stories of his kindness and leadership filled the halls. The University of Wisconsin and South Dakota State mourned a teammate and friend united in grief. Former teammates remembered him as a brother, and coaches spoke of his positive impact. Even in his short time at SDSU, Nate had already made an impression. The collective mourning across Milwaukee, Madison, and Brookings showed the reach of his life. Nate's legacy is felt in every community he touched. In the days after Nate's passing, tributes poured in from coaches and teammates. His high school coach remembered his work ethic and contagious smile, a leader who inspired everyone. At Wisconsin, teammates shared memories of laughter, encouragement, and brotherhood. Coaches praised his humility and the positive energy he brought to the program. At South Dakota State, the community mourned the loss of a promising new teammate. Teammates spoke of his friendly demeanor and immediate dedication. Across every stage of his journey, Nate was known for his kindness, loyalty, and inspiring spirit. The outpouring of love reflected the deep impact he had on so many lives. Nate White's memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew him. Nate White's legacy extends far beyond football. He will be remembered for his hard work, perseverance, and kindness. In Milwaukee, he's a symbol of hope, proof that dedication can take you anywhere. For his teammates, he embodied brotherhood and selflessness, always lifting others up. Nate's story reminds us of the power of community support and the importance of giving back. His passing brought people together, revealing the strength of the bonds he helped build. He showed that greatness is measured by how we treat others. Though his time was short, the lessons he taught will endure. Nate's true legacy is the light he brought into the world. As we close this tribute, we remember NateWhite's bright smile and powerful spirit. To his family and friends, we offer our deepest condolences and hope they find comfort in the love surrounding them. Nate's journey was filled with passion, dedication, and a love for people as much as the game. He showed us what it means to chase a dream with your whole heart. Let us honor his legacy by living with kindness, determination, and community spirit. By carrying his light forward, we ensure his memory endures. Rest in peace, NateWhite. Your impact will be felt for years to come. You were a star on and off the field, and you will never be forgotten. Thank you for the inspiration and the light you shared with us all.